We're back and we have just made some HTML to style with CSS, ready to make a nav bar. And so now we're going to do the CSS for it. So HTML is available here. It's about to disappear because I'm about to cover it with the CSS. So pause it and take a look. Go back, take a look if you need to refer to that. Okay, we're going to do what we did last time. Just select the body tag to start with. And we're just going to give some universal styles to the body. We're going to say margin of 0. Oops, don't forget that semicolon. Margin of 0, padding of 0. This gets rid of any default styling that the browser might give it that we don't want. We want control over the padding and the margin and everything else in there. So if the browser gives some padding and margin, get rid of it to start with. And then we can add in what we want later. Okay, we're going to say line height is going to be 1.5. We're going to make it huge. There we go. Spaced everything out quite a bit. Okay. In this header, select the header. We're going to make the background black. And then everything's going to suddenly disappear. The text is going to vanish, but we'll bring it back. So in the header, we're going to say background color, American spelling, black. Boom. It's black. Everything's disappeared. Why do I still have some margin up top? There is some margin somewhere that we'll need to find and get rid of. This shouldn't be here, but we will find it. We can go padding, dash top, and just give a little bit more padding up the top. We'll make that 1 rem. Okay. Oh, look at that. Brilliant. Disappeared. Love it. Okay. Let's bring back that the header that's disappeared. Let's bring that back, right? Oops, I've got a spelling mistake. I've got a spelling mistake in my HTML. There we go. Fixed. Okay, let's bring it back in. What we're going to do is we want to select the H1, but the H1 that is just in this header section. So we can actually use selectors to be more specific. So if I say this, what this means is select all of the H1s that are inside the header tag. And if you look at our HTML, in fact, the H1 is inside the header tag, okay? So, okay, so we're trying to get the header to pop back up. And we've said that, okay, this will select all of the H1 tags that are inside the header tag. Right, let's give it a color of, what did I decide? An hash, of course, F2, B9, OF. Okay, and boom, there it is. Nice yellow color. Hey, fantastic. We're going to change its font. So font dash family. Berkshire Swash. Ooh, what's that going to look like? Just like that. And give it a fallback. If it can't get that font for whatever reason, give it a fallback of cursive. Okay, and we go text align center. Oops, text hyphen ALIGN, text align center. And then we're going to give it a font size of 3 rem. Hey, look at that. That's starting to look like a nice heading. Cool. Let's change now the nav. Give that a slightly different color as well. I'm not a fan of that blue on black. So let's give that a background color. of BF2 C5. Whoa, not that color. BF2 C53. And we're just going to give it a little bit of extra breathing room with some padding. Cool. Okay, but this doesn't look much like a nav bar yet. So let's give the whole thing... ooh, text align center isn't working. Why not? You see this? That's a mistake. That needs to be like that. There we go. And now text align center is working. Okay, let's change that unordered list. Okay, we're going to make it flex blocks, and a flex box is going to give us a lot of control into how these actually look, and it'll actually flip it into a horizontal list. So let's do that there. Nav ul, and let's make it a display colon flex. And hey presto, we have a flex box. It doesn't look good yet, so let's spread it out with justify content. And let's give it space around. Oops, semicolon. There we go. And now it's spread out a little bit more. And let's give it a bit more of a gap. Okay, so we get just going to say gap 0.5. Rem. Spread out a bit, guys. Just a little bit more spread. Okay, those dots are horrible. I do not like them. So let's use the property list style type none to get rid of it. But let's select the particular things that are in there. So let's say nav ul li. Select all of the list items that are inside an unordered list that are inside the nav bar. Important to be as specific as we can while still selecting everything that we want. List style type none. Oops, get the right colons, semicolons in there. Hey presto. Still don't look that crash hot though. Don't like the blue, don't like the underline. Want to actually make them a little bit bigger as well and spread out. So what are we going to do? We're just going to select all of the things that are in there. Man, it's a lot of nesting. All of the anchor tags that are inside a list item, that are inside an unordered list, that are inside a nav bar. Right, let's get rid of that underline. Text decoration none. Font family cursive. What font? Who knows? The browser will tell us. The browser's going to give us a cursive font. That one looks good. Fantastic. Let's make it bigger. Font size. And I'm just going to say 150% here. That's fine. Boom. In biggin. And color. American spelling. White. Ooh, that's looking good. That's looking good. Maybe it's a little bit compressed. Maybe let's bring it over a little bit. Look at that. As we move it, they spread out, but they never get too close. Sometimes that heading brings in, but yeah, it's looking good. Okay. Lastly but not leastly, I want to be able to hover over them and again show that they're links. So let's go. Nav ul li a colon hover. So same as what we selected up here, but this time with a colon hover. When each of these anchor tags is hovered over, we're going to change their color, just give them that underline back. Hey, this is a link. So we're going to say text decoration none. Oh no, text decoration underline. So used to getting rid of it. And we're going to give it a color of F2 B9 OF. There we go. It's got that yellow in. And that line comes back. These are a nice nav bar styled. One last thing to do. Why were we being so specific about all of those tags? It's so that this CSS doesn't interfere with any of the rest of the web page. That's a very crucial thing, that we want to be as specific as possible while selecting everything that we want, so that we can have other styles down here and they shouldn't interfere, hopefully. So let's come back to our HTML. I'm going to get you to add one more thing. Inside the main tag, inside the main tag down here, what I want you to do is put a p tag and say, if we did it right, this shouldn't be styled. Close off that p tag. There we go. And it's not. Cool. Apart from, of course, the style that we put in the body tag here, the line height. It's a little bit, the line height's a bit bigger. We could have changed that, but we did that globally in the body tag today. That's fine. Look at this. That is a cool nav bar, built, styled. You can use exactly this. You can change it, change the colors, change the fonts, change the amount of things in here, change what they say, change any of those properties. Play, break it, see what happens. That's the best way to learn with this. Okay, fantastic. That's it for now. Ka kite.